George, our beloved blue smurf. I don't know what his intro is, but I'm gonna show you how to win a super tempo lobby, just scamming away. Now using George, so we got an early triple, which was confusing. I'm not even sure if this is correct to take or if this is bait, but I went for the Jeef curve, so because there was a token in the shop, so we're just gonna stay on tier 1 an extra turn and now just level and take the triple into a 4-drop because I didn't have enough time to compute whether or not it's even worth to take this. But yeah, like I said, tempo lobby, this is gonna be the kind of game where I multiple times thought I was gonna die. Like I take 9 damage here, turn 4, 9 damage because I face an one that stayed on tier 1 with almost a full board. So I'm pretty low. I'm gonna keep losing fights for a little bit, and yeah, this game I was just in survival mode, and somehow survival mode might be the correct way to actually just play the game. This triple as well was garbage. Like Jug was actually the best pick. I had 1 roll here and my roll was also terrible, so I panicked. I just bought a second Murloc, so we only have 2 tribes here because our rolls were trash. I picked Jug because it was the most stats. It's more stats than Ag technically, and the dragon doesn't do much right now, so I just think in my head, this is top 8, all the alarm bells go off. This turn I just double buy hero power because that's just the strongest thing I can possibly do. It's stronger than rolling here and just buying 2 anyway. And Millhouse, well, it's Millhouse. Now we're facing a Maiev, and I decided to level because we found a gem splitter. Now, the reason I took George over some of the other heroes that we were offered is because Quillbors were in the lobby, meaning gem splitter is in the lobby, which is just an amazing card, this card. We found it, so I'm pretty comfortable leveling now and looking for either Shaker, which is an amazing unit to stabilize, or Mexer in the lobby, so we could find Greaseblood to skill everything with Divine Shields. Also, this Maiev has 5 Wrath Weavers and a big Fernal on the board already, so obviously we're gonna lose. He has crazy tempo. But yeah, so if you're really low on HP, you just gotta think, what is the way that I stabilize? This Draconet is amazing, right? You have a bunch of Divine Shields, it's gonna be big stats. Shaker will be amazing if you find it. Greasebot, basically anything that just is a spike and helps us scale and just survive. I'm gonna play right now because we're up against one who was really strong, who we're facing right now, so I go all in. I even buy a +2/+2 buff, and we finally have somewhat of a board. You know, it's not much, but we got Gem Generation, some minor Quillbor synergies, and this Draconet, which is enough to keep us alive against this dude. So finally, it seems like we somewhat stabilized and we made it to tier 4, so now we can actually roll premium units to get somewhere in life, you know. There is a gem splitter as well, so actually it seems like hope is coming back to us. We still super hard lose to a ghoul, but the good thing is that a lot of people in this lobby are playing mechs, and mech players actually don't like playing ghouls. Surprise, surprise, because they just kill their own deflectabots then and their own shields. So I used that to my advantage to just, you know, say fuck it, if I get ghouled I lose anyway. Now this opponent is demon, so you could find it, but another thing is people don't like buying ghouls early against the George because very early on you might still be fine, right? You probably don't lose or die, and you should be able to beat him. Also, I go all in here with my gems. I go full on shaking because I even said this on stream. I said right now my only goal is to survive and to kill people. Everyone in this lobby is alive, like on low HP, except for the top 2 people. And look at this guy, how greedy he is. He has 2 units, a Bren and 2 Doomsayers on the board. This is so greedy, this is so weak, yet he has almost the same HP as me, which is kind of surprising. We punish him super hard. We send him straight into the grave. And that's gonna be our goal, to just murder people before they get strong, because we have the Shaker. And that was my game plan. 2 people are, oh my god, English. 2 people are dead. We're top 6, we're up against Millhouse. I'm down a unit here, but I felt like it was okay because I did do a pretty decent play. And this guy's just dragons. He does have the shooty boy in the back, which is kind of cheating against the George. It's basically like having a ghoul somewhat. But doesn't matter. He still gets completely obliterated by us. We don't get reset value from Deflecto. It's kind of weird to play Deflecto on this board as George, right? But we kill him as well. One by one, like the Grim Reaper, we go along knocking on people's doors and sending them into the grave. And Savjz here is also interesting. A lot of people undervalue it as George, but it's the best way to play around like Ghoul, for example. If people ghoul me, I still get a shield back. And also, it's still a good card. It's not because I'm George that Savjz isn't good. I'm gonna hit in, he's gonna hit into my taunt, and then Savjz gives us a shield back, either on my massive taunt, which the odds are really high for, or the Pibbot. And look, this guy is full demons. He was the really strong tempo player early, but he doesn't have ghoul. He has 2 massive golden weavers, the 6-drop battle master, and 3 of his biggest units pretty much die into my taunt here. But both his biggest weavers died, his battle master left at 2 HP. Yeah, and we kill him as well. That's 3 people back to back that we just murder. And remember how this game started. Really rough triple, really rough matchups, low HP. I was just ready to, well, get top 8. But we shifted our gameplay in such a way that we actually have an advantage now. I leveled to 5 because of poison, right? Like right now it's really hard to upgrade the board, except for finding like Spore or, well, yeah, the 7 right here. And if you triple, we're gonna go into 6s for Flattusk and Agam, even though it's pretty late. Agam, I mean Trolga. Agam on tier 5 is a possibility. I'm not sure if I would take it though. And at this point, yeah, same deal. We're trying to kill this one here and go for the top 2 play. I never expect to ever win this game, by the way. That's why I don't really care too much about what's gonna happen in the next couple turns. My only goal right now is to just kill my next opponent. You will also notice that like the laurels are pretty massive. I've never found a pair on the dynamic duo, never found a pair on Shaker, and never found a pair on my gem splitter or anything, the Draconid. Like everything I have, I never found a pair on or a triple. The only triple I found was the early Pibble. So I'm really just like at a massive disadvantage here. The only advantage I have is that I'm George with a hero power, so that we can kind of scam. This turn we even do nothing. Again, we just shake. I don't really get stronger selling and replacing a unit here on the board. And this guy plays Ghoul. So let's see if we can beat someone who actually has a Ghoul against us and a golden gem splitter. No, a golden shaker, double gem splitter, and even a mackerel. This guy is basically me, but technically a bit stronger. At least that's what you would think. I don't even get a reset on my Deflectobot here because we attacked first with Pibot. If they attacked first with their Ghoul, our Pibot would die and gives a shield back on Deflecto. So I'll let this fight play out a little so you can see how, well, favored or unfavored we are here and how things are going to unfold. This is also the perfect time to ask you if you're not subscribed to the channel to subscribe, because most of the people that still watch me actually are not subscribed. So if you like this kind of content, well, feel free to join the gang, if I can call us a gang legally. Anyway, we've killed like 4 people so far, I think, or 5. I lost count. Now it's top 2. We're up against the Greybow, and Greybow is always going to be scary because they summon a lot of stuff, which is good against shields, obviously. And this turn, I felt like I scouted him and he didn't deal a lot of damage to his opponents. He did like 6 or 7 damage. So I don't think someone would die here, which is the main reason I'm holding back. I felt like I could lose the fight but be alive. And making a play here doesn't make me a lot stronger. So I'd rather just hold in hand, see how things unfold, and maybe make a play next turn. And he just has double Mackerel. He has a Baron on the board for whatever reason, double Deflecto. He's actually not that strong. And the reason being, like these lost opponents not being that strong, is because things were so tempo heavy. Everyone was like low HP super early. No one had time to greed or do crazy stuff, which is the reason that we're succeeding at all with this build. Even though we have like no triples and no insane high roll stuff. But yeah, so that's just the moral of the story. Don't be scared to fall back onto like mid-game win conditions and figure out how you can survive and just kill people, because essentially we did most of the killing in this lobby. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I plan on doing a lot more of these, maybe even 2 a day, because they're fun to make, they're easy to make, and you guys are enjoying them. So I might just, you know, do 2 a day. Let me know what you think. Have a good day and take care.